Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to press pause. Okay, for a second. Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to today's AMA. And we're just going to kind of do like a free form today. I know there's been like a lot of things going on, and so I'm sure there's a lot of questions with everybody. I'm going to kind of just give a brief overview of what's going on, and then I'm just going to open it up to questions for anybody that may still have any. So just to start off, a little bit of the history of what happened. Unfortunately, we had an exploit for our prior staking contract, and there was some bots that are programmed to go and search for available vulnerabilities, and the bots found it, and they're obviously owned by a scammer or by somebody to exploit, and they just found the contract and they just kept taking all of the staked SIFU out of the staking contract, because this error was supposed to be owned only by me, and I was the only one that was supposed to be able to go in and get the SIFU, but unfortunately these bots came in and exploited it and took it. So I took it upon myself, because although this was not my error, I have made like 2 errors this whole time, and I'll admit it. I'll admit them. One was over in AVAX as the first thing, and I didn't use the right contractor to help me develop it. So that was one, and then another one was over here. I feel like I'm not gonna badmouth it, but hiring one particular marketer was an error. But everything else is just sort of because it's who I hired, and he's admitted it, and he knows that it was an error, and so we made an error. And Open Kimono here at Sifu Inu, he made an error, and there was a vulnerability, and that error we thought had been corrected, and it had been corrected, but unfortunately, if people still had their old memories and their staked SIFU, and they were still able to go in and stake, and they didn't clear their cache, it had the memory that your computer remembers, like when you log in, it remembers the website, it remembers that thing, and if you didn't clear your cache, it was still going to the staking contract, and the bots were still stealing it. So we closed it down, and we actually wrote another staking contract, and everything currently now to prevent this from happening again is being reviewed from a third party. Like I know a lot of you guys know this, that my background is accounting, and like when I worked for the accounting firm and the CPA firm, there would be like a staff, and then there'd be a senior, and then there'd be a manager and a partner, and there would be 4 sets of eyes looking at absolutely everything. I mean, some of the senior did work, so maybe it's just a manager and partner, but there was always at least a second, third, and possibly even a 4th set of eyes sort of like looking over everything and making sure that it's fine. And so I'm sort of like I didn't do that, and so that's why it was my fault, and that's why I took my own money and personally bought back all, because I thought it was the right thing to do. And I know if I were sitting in your guys' shoes, I would be mad, because I put my trust and thought that everything was safe, and so I used my own money to buy back the SIFU. I bought back the SIFU, and I airdropped it to over 90% of all of you. And so 90% of everybody has their SIFU back. There's just a couple large wallets, including myself, that I didn't airdrop back. And then a few of the ones that staked later in the second staking contract that we thought would be okay if everybody cleared their cache. But unfortunately, that wasn't working either. So we ended up shutting it all down. Anyway, so the second staking contract, V2 staking contract, has already been written, and it's actually really good. It's actually a lot even better. We're going to have different staking day periods, like 15 days, 30 days, like different options, and different reward amounts, like 34, percent, 50, whatever, for different ones. So we'll have different options. So you can choose the amount of staking that you want and the reward that you want. The error has absolutely been corrected. I am the only owner and the only person that can take the tokens out and distribute and reward them to everybody. And so that has absolutely been fixed. And it's with a third party. And that's what I was getting at, it's with a third party to review. Another developer is testing it and looking it over. So that's why we're sort of like, we're taking our time and we're making sure that it's really like bulletproof this time, so we don't have any problems again. They're also looking at the BSJ contract and making sure that those are good to go. And I think that was the right thing to do. And so we are there with the third party. But yes, so I paid everybody back except a few. And the few are on the list that I posted. And if your name is not on the list, okay, so when I say posted here in Telegram. Yesterday, I posted a list of an Excel spreadsheet that I did of all of the people that are still have outstanding claims. Okay, I made the executive decision because I was fighting with too many DMs and it was getting wallets and it was just too much, and I don't want to make any errors. I just want to be absolutely complete. And so what I did was I took all of the amounts of people that I airdropped. I took the whole total staking amount. It's like 1.1 billion was the amount that was totally staked. I airdropped, like 330 something a million. And so then I looked at what was outstanding. Some of it was mine, and so then I have the rewards that are left of outstanding. So I posted that list yesterday. You are due a reward if you are on that list. If you are not on that list, I have already airdropped you. I have paid you, and so you just need to look into your wallet and see. There are some people who have staked partially and been partially airdropped and have been partially had a new stake in the staking contract that is still an outstanding stake. So there is a possibility that you could be on both lists. You could have been airdropped some Sifu. And Arno, I know we thought that was the case, but because you had asked me earlier, I actually bumped you up and paid you. So I think we're straight now that you've been totally cleared and you've been paid all of the Sifu plus all the rewards, everything that you're owed in one airdrop. I combined it all because I have to pay per the line, per the address. So I just airdropped everybody in one lump sum, and it was all the rewards and everything. It was exactly what they were owed. So but there are people who have had outstanding stakes and had some stakes, so they have been airdropped, and then they're still have a little bit of the reward still owed. So if your reward is still owed, in order to make it easier for me and for everyone, I decided that because we are short on Sifu, and I bought as much back as I could afford to, and I paid everybody back, and then we just have a few that are outstanding, and so what I've decided to do is, and I don't know if this is going to get too technical. If you guys want to ask me some questions later on, the difference between a fair launch or a pre-sale, but I have decided to do a pre-sale, a couple pre-sales for BSJ, which means the price is set. The price cannot change. With fair launch, unfortunately, the price changed. We sent too much for the BNB. I didn't think that was fair, especially for the people that came over from AVAX. I just think it sucked overall, and I've been promising to make it up to you guys. So here's like my opportunity to make it up to you guys. I'm gonna set the prices ahead of time. And if we fill it up, great. I'm making a small little pre-sale to create FOMO and the BSJ launch. So it will be like, at least the price of Sifu, maybe probably a little bit higher. I put it in the spreadsheet. I projected it to be at 4 zeros, 1 6. I kind of did it for a lucky number. 1 plus 6 is 7. So I did the pricing that way. But currently the price of Sifu, I believe, is around 4 zeros and a 1. So you're getting an extra bonus there. Plus, I'm airdropping everybody an additional 50% of BSJ tokens just for being patient and for sort of the mix up. Now, some people are saying, hey, that's not fair. I didn't even get the option to opt into the BSJ, 50% more option. Can I still do that? And yes, if you were staked. If you weren't staked, no, you don't get that option. Sorry. But if you were staked and I airdropped you in the first time, then absolutely you have to trade in your Sifu, so you have to give me your Sifu, but I will give you that amount in BSJ plus an additional 50%. So, and my plan is for it to be a small pre-sale, a preset pre-sale of a price that's higher than the current price of Sifu. Okay, I haven't decided on the 1.6. It could be higher. I mean, I initially wanted to be a lot higher because I thought it'd be a lot more fair to especially the people, and I know there's a bunch of you guys that have been with me since AVAX. I know Brian, you have. I don't know if Brian's still here. Yeah, and there's another guy who's not here, and he just bought a couple NFTs yesterday. His name's DM. PM or something like that. I'm sure it's a nickname, but there's a bunch of people that have been with me since the AVAX, and I kind of wanted to use this as an opportunity to sort of give back a little something. So my initial, idea was to make the price a little bit higher. So anyway, we'll see where that goes. But I also don't want to. Pricing is a very, very big deal. Like actually, you guys know I worked for Toyota for 10 years, and the pricing would literally come with like seven. If the price of a new Camry would come to Toyota, it would come with like 7 armed guards, and like I mean, it's just such top secret information because there's so many things that you can do with the price. So it's that reason that I haven't announced it, but I have announced that it will at least be 4016, and it will be higher than the current price of Sifu. So you guys will automatically be making out. Now, if you guys decide to dump at launch and then sell over, that's fine. But you will have to be a holder with your initial announce to participate in something that I'm going to announce right now, which is we're going to be doing a jackpot, a pre-sale jackpot. So it'll be a manual thing, but it's going to be kind of like a reward, an award, and it depends on how much we get in the pre-sale, but it will at least be one B&B. So how we're going to do it is we're going to do it like a manual jackpot. So everybody that contributes in the pre-sale will get a portion of it. And then when we get a little bit higher and higher and higher to go up, 5, maybe even 10 B&B, like depending on just how well we do. But everybody who participates in the pre-sale will get a little portion of it, just like they will. We're going to use a little bit of it for the starting jackpot. And then I think it's probably going to be around 3 B&B. I'm saying it's starting at 1 B&B just because, we don't know what it's going to be. Nobody may buy it. If nobody buys it, I don't want to guarantee and be undersold. So, but depending on how many participants have been, it'll go up and up and up. And then someone will win either 25% of it, or 50% of it. So there will be a winner, and it will be just a random drawing. I'm just going to do a random drawing, and that will be the winner. It's not going to be like if you were the last person to buy kind of thing, like what will happen with the jackpot. So we're just going to do a random one, but anybody who buys will be a participant, so they will get a chance to get some of that B&B, that prize as well. So that's kind of fun, and it's something that we're doing with the pre-sale because technically in the pre-sale you're not paying taxes, and so and that's another benefit too. There's no taxes on the pre-sales, and so there's nothing going towards the jackpot, and the jackpot hasn't started and that kind of thing. So I wanted to do like a pre-sale sort of jackpot for you guys, and I thought that would be really cool. So, with that said, so the BSJ contract is also in review with the third party, and the third party is really busy. He emailed me yesterday or texted me that he's not going to have a lot of time right now, so I'm just waiting for him to hear back from him to sort of give us the green light and the thumbs up to go live and move it to the mainnet, and everything's going to happen simultaneously. So we're going to go to the mainnet. Now, I know I've said this before, but you guys, there's 2 staking contracts. There is, there's two things with this. There's the smart contract that needs to be written. That's what we're writing right now. And once you move that to mainnet, the tokens get deployed, and I'm going to airdrop you guys the tokens, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to airdrop you guys the tokens before. I'm going to airdrop you guys the tokens before. I'm also going to airdrop all of our previous holders. And I'm not going to airdrop them a lot, but I am going to airdrop them a little bit. And I might airdrop a couple of other holders just so we have a lot of holders and so we get a lot of interest. And I know it won't show up in people's MetaMask wallets, but hopefully if the word gets out, they can check and see, if you're a holder of, Time Wonderland or like some of these other, or Titano, or like some other like big projects, I'm thinking of just airdropping all of them just a little bit, because I think it'll show up in your Trust Wallet and they're gonna be like, what's Sifu Inu? So that's why my little sort of marketing, one little thing that I have planned for us to sort of get a lot of holders and sort of get a lot of a buzz and hubbub out there about us, and do this right in the pre-sale when we have the tokens, and I can do it before launch. So we're going to do that. We're going to do the Sifu holders private pre-sale, and it will be at least also a 50% discount. So it'll be 50% discount from the price. I am going to hold the same amounts. I'm going to do a soft cap of 69 and a hard cap of 138 for both the private pre-sale and the public pre-sale. So the public pre-sale will be on Pink Sale, and it will, and I'm going to do tons of AMAs. Well, depending on how we do on the pre-sale, the private pre-sale, we're going to use that money for the marketing. So hopefully I have enough. We're at least the bare minimum. We're going to do, I've negotiated because I have a lot of, I've done so many AMAs with these guys that they're giving me a discount, like Shiano, or Shano over at, Whale Watchers. He's great. So we're going to work with him and Pink Sale. And I talked to the owner of Pink Sale, Saul, and he's agreed to give us, a little bit of a discount. And so we're pretty stoked to have the AMA there because of Pink Sale. Obviously having the pre-sale on Pink Sale and being KYC'd and stuff over on Pink Sale, that's going to help us generate a lot. We're hoping to earn enough to do another Caesars, but that's still sort of up in the air depending on how we do on the private pre-sale. But Caesars has helped me fill up the pre-sale. If we sell out of 138 BNB, which I do not think is going to be very hard, especially if we have enough marketing. If we sell out of 138, do you guys know what the price is going to do? The price is going to go through the roof on launch. It's just going to be crazy. So, and when we launch, we have to have all of the dApps ready. So we are going to do the Pink Sale. And then we're going to pause. So the people that buy in the first pre-sale, they will get their tokens. But Pink Sale does not distribute tokens. You cannot claim your Pink Sale tokens until we launch. We learned that with AVAX. Something I didn't know. That was a mistake I made because I listened to somebody who didn't tell me. Anyway, but yeah, so I'll just take the blame for it all. But anyway, yeah, so we cannot launch, or you cannot claim your pre-sale tokens from Pink Sale until we launch. So we're going to make sure that the dApp is ready, and that's what I was saying, that they're all going to be ready at the same time. Well, the after we launch BSJ, the second thing that will come is the NFT staking platform. But the second staking contract, so the second staking contract, which is going to include BSJ staking and it's going to include Sifu staking. These two will launch at the same time with the jackpot dashboard. So all of these staking dApps are going to have to be created. And once we launch the smart contract, which we're working on right now, and then we can sort of build the staking contract, which will be tested and verified also through a third party, and that's when we will launch. So there may be a little bit of a lag in between the pre-sale and the Pink Sale, and then the Pink Sale and the launch. There might be a little bit of lag time. So, excuse me, I'm giving everybody a complete heads up beforehand that this is what's going to happen. And it's actually a really good thing that there's going to be a little bit of lag time, because it's going to create FOMO, because everyone's going to be like, hey, did you get in the private pre-sale? No, I missed it. So then they're going to be like, okay, I'm definitely buying in the Pink Sale. And like, did you get in the Pink Sale? And when the Pink Sale fills up, then that's it. You can't get any more. It's sold out. And that's why I did the fair launch, because I was like worried. I'm like, oh, if we get 800, 1,000 BNB on our first, when I launched Sifu Inu, I was like, oh, that'd be killer. We'll raise a ton of money. This will be wonderful. Unfortunately, the price just, I sent too many tokens. We overestimated it. And again, that wasn't me that overestimated it. But anyway, again, I'll take the blame. Anyway, so yeah, you can't, fair launch does not set a price. So I've decided I don't like that. I don't think it's fair. I want to make it the best for everybody. I want us all to make money. And so the best way to make money is to do a small pre-sale, create tons of FOMO, have lag times in between so people get geared up. You have time to market, place the banner ads, get everybody all excited, have just a little exclusive thing rather than, if it's easy and you can get it anywhere. It's like women, right? If they're easy, you can get it anywhere. There's no chase. It's no fun involved. So, we're going to think of the same way with the BSJ. We're just going to, make it a little bit exclusive, make it like a little bit, harder to get kind of thing, and therefore more fun and more valuable. So, that's the plan with everything. I think I've pretty much covered all that I wanted to talk about. I can, open it up for you guys today, right now, for any questions. And yeah, I guess just the last thing is this the NFTs, the staking contract. It probably will go live, the NFT staking contract, like a week or two after we launch, the after we launch, basically, which will include the jackpot and the staking dApps. Okay, so does anyone have any questions? We can look in the chat if you
Yes.
don't want to. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry we had
I
like
would.
some misunderstandings. I've had so many DMs; it was really getting hard to keep track. So that's
Yeah, of
why I did
course, I understand.
the opt out option. I was like, you know what? This is what Amazon does. Amazon did the thing with their. If you can see, that's my Alexa right there. But Amazon did this thing with Alexa. Oh, she keeps turning on. That if you guys didn't want this proof of work thing or whatever on their thing, she's mining data, she's doing smart contracts, but you had to opt out. It was an opt out thing. So, and that's where I'm at. I was like, this is so much easier, let's just do an opt out thing. So so far, no one's even opted out. Everyone's like, I want the BSJ, because they know they are asking a lot of questions. So, but if you want to, that's fine. That's why I gave you guys the option. But I can only give 3 days because I can't let this go on forever, and it will just take forever. And we got to get this project rolling. So that's why I did the 3-day opt out option. So, or the trade in for you
Okay.
guys that already got airdropped, right? So, okay, anyway,
Okay.
what's your question?
Yeah, when when the private sale, please.
When is a
Start.
private sale? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Okay, so the
Yeah.
private sale is going to be once I get the green light from the third party who's reviewing the smart contract. Once we get the third party, okay, because I'm having an auditor look at it, because I don't know Solidity contracts. So I can't say that I feel confident that it's perfect without somebody else who is another expert that is not associated with my developer, giving it the green light. And so when he says he's busy this week, I'm hoping he gets back to me. Like, I keep checking my Telegram to see if he's going to get back to me in the next couple days. But hopefully it'll be within the next couple days. He'll get back to me. And then when he gets back to me and says the staking contract's good to go, then we'll move it over to and deploy it onto the blockchain. And once we deploy it on the blockchain, then maybe like a day or two later, I'll start the pre-sale. I'll do the airdrops, get everybody excited, and start the pre-sale. So my guess, I wanted to do it by Friday. I just don't think it's going to happen by Friday. I would say I like to do things on like a Friday or a Thursday because typically the market is better. So I want to say maybe next Friday, but it could be sooner. It could be sooner. I'm hoping it'll be sooner.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How long will that be open for?
Hi, Brian. Okay, good question. I did not answer that. So the pink sale I'm doing only for 24 hours. And then I haven't decided about the private sale. It's kind of expensive to run through CoinTool, but it's really the only option where you can get the tokens and everything. I like CoinTool. I've used them before. I don't know if you use them with my AVAX or whatever. I like them for the pre-sales. I don't like them for the coins or anything like that. That was a total disaster. But I like them, and so I might leave it open for like. I want a little bit of space before the pink sale, so I'll probably leave it open for like at least 3 days. 3 to 5 days, I would say. So I can really spend the time to get the word out. But it might fill up. If it fills up, then it's done. If it fills
So
up,
if
then
that's the,
yeah, if it fills up, then it's done because so it depends. I'm making it small. I'm not doing it like I did last time. I told you it's 69 and 69, and that's it. So if once they fill up, they're done. And I think they might fill up. But the thing that's cool, you guys, about the pre-sale on CoinTool is even if it doesn't hit the soft cap, it doesn't matter. So it's not like pink sale. If you don't hit the soft cap, it gets returned. So we have to make so it doesn't matter on CoinTool if we hit it or not. But hopefully we'll hit it. Hopefully we'll hit it on both. But I know it's a weird thing. CoinTool is just it's not good. But it's good for it'll be fine for the pre-sale. It's just a place to a link to go and you pay you buy it with BNB and then it gives you your tokens right away. So it's good. It's good like that. It works well for that. But yeah, I mean 3 days, 3 to 5 days I would say would be max. But it's expensive.
that's what I was looking for. Just enough time to be able to move some funds over.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Or notice on the front end that you're
if something goes crazy, you know, I will warn you guys. So you're so dialed in, you know everything that's going on. I don't think
I'm not always though. I sometimes take a few days away from Telegram. So.
Oh, okay. I think you'll be fine. I won't do it for less than a few days. My guess is just because of past performance, we're still gaining a lot of interest and people are still hearing about us. So we're still basically kind of unknown. I think that this BSJ is going to put us on the map because people are going to be like, dude, I won 50 BNB off this token and it's 5x'd and blah, blah, blah. With this cherry bomb, and that's another thing. This cherry bomb is really going to help the price. I've seen it with other things and I can change it. That's why I made it dynamic. Like a lot of this other program, it wasn't dynamic. I don't know. They just didn't do it right. And they screwed you over when you bought the jackpot. They took taxes out from your winnings. And I'm not doing that. I don't think that's cool. I just, you know what? You buy your taxes when you pay your taxes when you buy and sell. That's it. Just like the real world. Well, maybe just when you sell it in the real world. But you know what I mean. I don't know. I just think that is just the most fair way to do it. And so, but yeah, the cherry bomb, I mean, if we set it at 20, 30, 40 BNB and, 20 BNB, you guys know what those buys look like. 20 BNB buy, 10 BNB buy, and, all these BNB buys, they just send the price up. And so that's like a great time to take profits. And all of you SIFU holders are going to be getting it anyway. And it's all going to work off each other because if you hold BSJ, which you're going to get because you're a SIFU holder and you're a SIFU staker. So I'm going to airdrop everybody a little bit anyway. And plus I'm airdropping all of the stakers. So you guys will be holding it and you're going to be earning it from the taxes from every transaction. And then then you're just by holding the BSJ, you're going to be getting SIFU, and then by holding SIFU, you're going to be getting BSJ because of the rewards if you stake. Now, I'm not airdropping, I'm still going to be doing some kinds of airdrops. I'm moving away from the earns and burns. It's just got too much. I got burned. I got burnt. I just got burnt out, and so I am going to do airdrops, and I have the multi-sender that that is an amazing thing. So I am going to do some kind of wheel spins and that kind of thing, and I will airdrop. I'll probably spin all the rest of the wheels and do something like that. I haven't decided exactly what yet, but I've had to focus all my time right now on and really just stay straight on BSJ and make sure that BSJ is my main focus and my main concern of getting that right instead of trying to worry about doing a wheel spin or something like that. So I haven't decided exactly what it's going to look like, but I still definitely want to airdrop everybody. It will be a BSJ going forward airdrop. All rewards are going to be paid in BSJ, except for the baby part of this BSJ token, which will reward in SIFU. Those are the only SIFU rewards that will be paid. And this is very strategic and very, sort of, if I do say so myself, like ingenious on my part for the price of Sifu to go back up. Because this is going to buy it and buy. I mean, I guess you guys can like all sell your, little rewards or whatever if you wanted to, or you can stake them and earn more BSJ and earn more Sifu rewards. So, I mean, I think that I've built a really good community and you guys are amazing and that you guys are going to collect your Sifu and stake it. And once you collect your Sifu and you stake it along with your existing holdings, then it's just going to really increase the price of Sifu. When we saw that, like we saw very little sales. And once we were staked, we were 85% staked with all the tokens that were out. I mean, it was just like incredible numbers. And if we can keep that up and then now just having these constant buys, it's really going to do wonders for the price. So I'm excited. I just have to make sure that everything's, working properly and not has any sort of, errors, mistakes, oversights, God forbid something malicious in it or anything like that. So I just want to just dot all my I's and cross all my T's to make sure that because if we put this amazing product out there, I really do think that it's going to put us on the map and it could be the next big thing. And plus, you guys, if I airdrop all of the Titano holders or all of these other like big project holders, even if I airdrop them like 1,000 Sifu or something like that, or BSJ, I mean, they're going to be like, what's this BSJ? And they're going to look it up. It's like baby Sifu jackpot, Sifu Inu. They'll look it up. It's like some people are going to look it up, even if it's like 1 penny worth, right? They won't even care. They'll look it up, right? To see if it's legit or not. So I think that's a really like sort of affordable, like, but yet like, and I know other people have done this. This is definitely not, the first time that this has been done, but since all the holders are public for everybody, I might as well like springboard off of that. And especially since it'll show up, a lot of people use trust wallets. I personally don't because I lost 2 BNB. You guys have all heard the story. I just send it off to like a contract address and I wasn't able to get it because they didn't have a retrieve it or they lied or whatever. Anyway, but yeah, so I personally don't use a trust wallet, but it'll show up in everybody's trust wallets. It won't show up in the MetaMask wallet, but if people hear about it, they'll be like, oh, let me check that contract address. Oh, I got some BSJ. And now I'm getting Sifu too because I have the BSJ. So they're not only going to have the BSJ, but they're going to be earning Sifu too for their BSJ holdings. So they'll be getting 2 tokens. And I just think it's a good play. It's a good play on my part and it's really affordable. Like some of the other marketing things were very expensive and it turned out to maybe not be the best idea to do some of these really expensive AMAs that, didn't really turn into like long-term holders and maybe was a little bit scammy in their own rights. But anyway, I won't say that. So, yeah, does anybody else have any questions?
Yeah.
Yeah. The BSG will be okay. There is someone else.
Oh, okay. Let Arno finish asking me a question, and then Ojo, I will answer your question next.
Okay, thank you. And will BSG will be listed on PancakeSwap?
Yes, BSJ is on PancakeSwap. Everything's on PancakeSwap because okay, I know I've talked about the utility a little bit, but I'm really once this gets going and is sort of on autopilot, which I hope it'll be very smooth and gets going and is on autopilot pretty quickly, I am really going to be focusing on the utility. And so this can only last so long without a utility. And I realize that. That's why I've created the sort of the Z games, the Z League. I'm going to call it the BTC League. And we're going to be having our own company. And our own company is going to be a video game competition company. It's very similar to the Z League. And all of you guys that are not gamers or not competitive gamers are not familiar with Z League. Z League is a competition. It's like the #1 competition video game platform where they host $100,000 $50,000 giveaways for video game competitions, and they pay with cash or whatever, but they host Fortnite video game competitions, CAD, Call of Duty video game competitions, and so we're going to be looking forward to moving over to the utility as soon as possible and start hosting competitions and growing that way. So yeah, yeah, we're super excited about doing that. And then once that happens and we get really popular and everyone knows about us, oh, that's the Z League, the BTC League or whatever. So once the BTC League is born, that kind of thing, and I want them to be able to play with Bitcoin. So whether it's a wrapped Bitcoin at first or whatever, that's fine. It doesn't matter, but everybody can get Bitcoin. So anyway, I digress. That could put us on Binance. It could put us on like all the other chains, even up to Coinbase, that kind of thing. And then we could really grow. But what will happen at that point is like the taxes will go away because you can have taxes on Binance and, on centralized exchanges. So, but right now we're going to use this and the sort of the lottery and the jackpot and that kind of thing to really just grow and grow our price and just grow sort of the knowledge. And this is going to be the fun aspect of getting to the point where we have a true utility, which is going to be a video game. But yes, initially PancakeSwap. Hopefully up to in the future, Binance, Coinbase, Crypto.com, you name it, KuCoin. The sky's the limit, right? Okay, Ojo.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, did we lose Ojo? Uh-oh. He couldn't wait. You know what? I think he may have tokens stuck. I feel like I've seen his comment before, but maybe I airdropped him. I don't know. It's so hard to keep track of all the DMs. Okay, I feel like I explained everything. You guys, what time is it? 11:43. We got 15 more minutes. Yeah, I just wanted to get this out there to explain it to everybody so I could have a video and record it and make sure that everybody got their questions answered. And I really just explained everything because sometimes it's easier to watch a video than to look at a spreadsheet and sort of like understand the timeline and that kind of thing. I don't see him joining back. Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, just wanted to know, as you are doing the launch in the Pink Sale, after how much hours or a day you are going to launch in PancakeSwap?
How many days? Yeah, so it just depends. It depends on a few factors. Good question. It depends on how long it takes to develop the staking contract. We're going to try to have it finished around like the same time because we would like to launch it pretty soon, like 1 or 2 days afterwards. But it depends on the auditor because I am going to have an auditor or a third party review the dApp contract. Here's the thing that's cool about, okay, actually it's probably going to be like 2 or 3 days. That's the hope. Hopefully, I mean, the same day, an hour later would be great if we're ready, but we're not going to launch it before we're ready because the staking contract is one thing. Building the dApp and so the dApp is a little bit more convoluted. It's the dApp, it's the dashboard, it's the timer, it's the dashboard is what needs to be built into it. And we're working on it now. We've already decided that we're going to use the same sort of, and I know this isn't a huge deal, but we've decided we're going to use the same website and we're going to build the dashboard into sort of that staking Sifu platform with the little red, like, satellite that's on there. So we're going to use the same website and it's just going to have the dashboard there. It'll have the timer there. It'll have, everything there. So, but we have to make sure that that's built in and then that's working. But then on top of that, we also have to have the Telegram bots. And if anybody out there is an amazing bot developer that that could help us with the bot, that would be amazing. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm bot developer shopping. But you have to be good and you have to be solid. Otherwise it won't work for me. But yeah, so we want it to show the price. It's going to show the bot is going to update you like every 30 seconds. It's going to say, there's 4 minutes remaining in this jackpot. Is the jackpot eligible? Yes. And it's going to say like, the certain amount, the last buyer's wallet address will be in there. And that's going to be going and running in the Telegram. There's going to be like alerts or whatever that it's going to come out like 30 seconds left before the jackpot is awarded. It's all going to be done with bots. Every time there's a buy, it's going to be like the bubble bot, but it's going to be built into another one. So it's going to, the buys are going to be built into it, and then it's going to be, and then the timer is going to be built into the bot too. So you guys will see, it's going to be really cool. But it's going to update everybody like, you know, there's only 30 seconds left of this jackpot kind of thing. And so, and it's going to create a lot of FOMO. And so it's going to be cool, but it has to be developed. So we have to do the dashboard and the bot before we can launch. It has to be, everything has to be perfect and working. So we're working really hard on that, but we want to time it right. And we want to make sure that we have sort of it very close before we do the pink sale. And so we're ready to go live pretty soon afterwards. We want it to be as close as possible. But there's a lot involved in it, so it could be, you know, it could be a couple days. I would say no longer than a week though, but I don't really want it to be that. I don't want to do the pink sale until we're ready to launch. But that also said, the AMA for the pink sale, I have to schedule it with them, and I have to schedule all of the launches ahead of time. And so we may say, hey, we'll be done in 2 weeks with the DApp and the bot development and everything. And then I schedule it out for 2 weeks, the pink sale. And then that's already set in the books. You pay for it, it's booked. You know, it has to go when it happens. And then something happens with the DApp, or, you know, or we get a pushback, or, you know, a little bit of a stall or something like that. The pink sale's still going on because we've booked it and we've paid for it. And then if the staking DApp or the bot development gets pushed back a little bit, then it will be out of our control. We're doing our best to project to time it right for both of them. But if there is a pushback, then it'll just be it'll be what it is. That's pretty much it. So I hope I answered your question. I think you know, we're gonna try to time it very close. But if it doesn't happen, then it'll be what it is, I guess, is the long short answer to your question.
Detailed answer. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I had a question.
Yep.
Yeah. So my question was like, since we will be doing a private sale for BSJ, Baby Sifu Jackpot. So like, will that private sale, like our DApp is not ready and all. So like, will that private sale will be in some Google form type of thing, or we will be doing that private sale in pink sale, new private sale option? Like they have recently launched an option where projects can do private sale as well. So what we are planning, that where we will be doing private sale, because Google form as such is not safe for anyone. If I am also an investor, like I will think twice before sending money for a project or anyone in a Google form, even if a CEO or anyone is docked. That's like a mentality of investors
Yeah.
for now.
That's why, great question. That's why I'm paying for one. It costs one BNB to do a private pre-sale, and I'm doing it through CoinTool. I did it before. So it's a fully legit website. It pays there. You get your tokens right there. It's not like Pink Sale. You get your tokens right there. It will be CoinTool. So it's not going to be some private pre-sale in some Google form, or no, it's not like that. It's good. And you can track the progress. You can see how much it is. I could even show you our last one. I did like 4 or 5 private pre-sales on CoinTool. It's good. It's good.
Can I say something?
Sure.
I have never used that app, so I think it will be a good idea if you do a video how to buy there in private sale.
Okay. That's a great suggestion. It's very, very, very easy. Yeah, I'll show you guys. It's kind of like Pink Sale, but I don't like it as much. But yeah, I will do that. It's just, it'll be a link and you'll just click on it, and it's CoinTool. But it's a really cool little app. You'll just connect your wallet, and then it just it goes to, it'll go to, see here, this is what I'm going to do. You guys are getting the inside look. So you can create a pre-sale on ETH BSC. So I create it here. And then I come in, and the token address hasn't been created yet. But like I could use Sifu's. Here, I'll show you. This is how I did like the Sifu Inu one. So look, it knows BSC. Okay, so it knows that it's Sifu Inu, and then it knows my wallet. So I'm the only one that can come in and get it. And then you put the pre-sale rate, how much you want it to be for one BNB. And so you figure out the price, and it'll be 50% of what I'm going to make the pre-sale. And then you put it in the soft cap and the hard cap, and then like minimum and maximum buys. And like we talked about earlier, this is where I'll put like the maximum buy of 6.9% and the start time. So that's like what we were talking about with Brian. Like I'll probably put like 3 to 5 days, the start time and the end time. Or 3 to 5 days or whatever, and then the token. Okay, so I'm going to do, instead of manual claim, I'm going to do auto distribution. So instantly send the tokens to users. So the minute you guys buy, you will get the tokens. So that's a really cool feature that PinkSale doesn't do that I really like about this app actually. And then I'm going to have 0 lock days. We're not going to lock anybody's tokens. You won't be able to sell anything until the liquidity gets moved over there, until PinkSale launches anyway, until we launch from PinkSale is what I mean. But yeah, and whitelist, and then the admin, and it's really cool. So you'll just click on a link, and then I have other videos if you guys wanted to see it. I've made other videos in my YouTube. I think it's how it works, but I'll make another one. But until I get to make another one, if you guys are just curious, it's so simple. But how to buy here, let's see. And I don't know why I have this guy's YouTube on my on my thing when it should be my channel. But okay, let's see. Videos, and then let's go down to the beginning. How to buy easy. Nope, it was before this. Okay, it's like how to buy Sifu Inu. I think it's this one, you guys. Yeah, it's this one. I'm seeing the coin tool right here. So I'll post this in the group if anyone wanted a private. This is an example for AVAX. So don't go by this, but obviously it'll go here, and then you click on all the different networks here. Okay, but this is coin tool. See right here. This is what it looks like. Here we go. And it's going to take you now through Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It'll bring you right to the private pre-sale pool, where the price is 0.000530 for your Sifu. And you just come in here and you say you want to buy 10 AVAX worth, and then you'll hit this button, and you will buy 10 AVAX worth. It'll keep spinning until you hit confirm, and hit confirm, and your transaction was submitted. So your Sifu will show up immediately in your wallet, but you have
the
to
link
add it
that
to your
you'll
MetaMask
give us
first.
will
So the
go
trick
to
is
that page, correct?
Yeah, so the link that I post will go right here. I just wanted to show you that. So now I've recorded it in here too, so people won't have to do that, but I'll post that in whatever minute that was. So it's really easy. It's really, you literally just have the BNB in your wallet, and you press that button, it goes, and then you get your tokens. You do have to add the contract address to the and it'll be the same process as this video that I've already made. It'll just be that it'll be a different contract address, and it'll be, I'm going to have to add the BSJ contract address. Okay, I'll have him add a button for that. Okay, sorry, I'm thinking out loud. But yeah, so it'll be that BSJ contract address, and then you add it, and then you'll see it, right? Because you import the tokens, and then you can see it. So
yes, thanks.
Isn't that better? Isn't that a good idea for the private pre-sale? rather than some Google Doc.
Yes, I like the idea.
I know. Thank you. I think that, you know, and I heard that this is a thought ending conversation or phrase or whatever, that everything happens for a reason. But I swear I went through all that crap on AVAX, and I don't think you guys were around then, but I went through all that crap on it. Maybe you guys saw it in the pink sale. Maybe actually the 18 may have seen it in the pink sale. But I went through all that crap on AVAX and CoinTool to learn this so I could have a successful private pre-sale with this first. So, I mean, if this is a big demand and it sells out, maybe I'll do two pre-sales. I mean, right? You know, who knows? Who knows? So, but yeah, so I'll just post the link. It'll bring you right there and you buy it and you get your tokens, import them with the contract address. Boom. So easy, and it's safe, and it's, you know, it's trustworthy, and it's not just like, here, send me 5 BNB and I'll give you, you know, some money, like some tokens. No, that's kind of scammy to me. It's not really that trustworthy. So I want something that's visible to everybody and everybody can see what's going on. And this happens on the blockchain, so you can see it all, and it's all right there. So cool.
That's
Any
cool,
last?
so that the people that invest feel safety.
Yes, yes, yes. I want everybody to feel safe. Absolutely, absolutely. I think it's a good, and that's why I'm decided to do it. It costs 1 BNB to do that. It costs like $400 to run a pre-sale, but to me, it's worth it for also because it's easy. I like, you know, it's easy for me to do it and then just have everybody do it on their own. For me to get addresses and try to dial and send it, it's so hard. Like, I don't want to do that kind of administrative work. And it's more trustworthy, and it's just more, it's visible. So it's worth it to me. So
They don't do EMA too, so that we can spread the word about our token.
are the what did you ask? We're doing what? AMA? No.
This new app that you just talk about, before
Oh.
Pink Cell, we can do a EMA there. I don't know if they have a Telegram group.
They
No?
don't. They're
Okay.
terrible. And they have the worst, if you look at their ratings, they have the worst customer service ever. I told them that they allowed me to launch my token, and I put it on Trader Joe's from AVAX, and it didn't work with the taxes, even though they let me create the taxes. And they're like, it took them 3 days to respond, and they're in China and they don't even respond at all. And they're like, well, you should have used, I forget they're like, you should have used this Dex instead. And I'm like, really? Well, why don't you guys put that warning up there or anything that it won't work with Trader Joe's? You know, I launched it with Trader Joe's. You guys let me launch it with, and they're like, oh, sorry. Then they just stopped responding. They're like, you should have used that, and that's all they are horrible customer service, and it sucks because they could totally monopolize on it because it's pretty good. They totally could do, you know, AMAs or do some sort of advertising. Nothing. They do nothing. I know. It's terrible. It's a bummer.
Yes, because Pink Cell is bigger. They do everything.
I know.
Every day, a lot of tokens.
I know. I know. Pink Sale's where it's at, unless you can get on some kind of launch pad, which I tried. I tried so hard to get on launch pads. I applied for so many launch pads. I applied for BNB launch pad, BSC launch pad. I mean, you name it, and they don't even respond. They just don't even, they ignore me. So it's fine. There's nothing I can do about it. I tried. Pink Sale, I'm in with Pink Sale, guys. I know the owner of Pink Sale. I know his main guys, the guys that do all the video, Pip. I did 2 AMAs with him. I'm in a chat with them. All the Pink Sale guys, they're so nice. Shauno, he's awesome. I did the first Whale Watchers AMA, and it was at 2:30 in the morning my time. And my marketer Karan, he was like, oh, I'm not scheduling anything before 5:30, 6 a.m. your time. So I'm like, okay. I woke up and I'm like getting ready or whatever. I'm like taking a shower, and then like I just hop on Telegram. I get out, I like hop on Telegram, and it's like, where is she? She's supposed to be here. And I see all these like messages, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And you know me, I get on video, and I'm like just fresh out of the shower, and it's his first AMA ever, and I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, Shauna, you know, whatever. So I'm like getting ready. I'm like giving my speech while I'm getting ready, you know. I get ready and I come on video after like 20, 30 minutes. It's already halfway into the AMA that I paid for. You know what I mean? I was like, he's so nice, but he's like, you know, you can come back anytime. So we're going to go back there. They have 150,000 members or something like that. So these are big, big AMA groups. So I think that the pink sale will help us a lot. You know, the coin tool, it's just about us getting the word out. And I'm, like I said, I'm going to airdrop everybody that I can. And I'll try and like, I don't know. I'll try and go on there like, you know what? I'll
Thank
ask
you.
my Piston friends. I'll just ask them. I'm just gonna say, hey, you know, I airdropped all your holders of the Piston, and I airdropped them some of my token, and they're gonna earn both Sifu and BSJ. And if he could just, I'm gonna ask some of those guys to give me a shout out, and if they give me a shout out, the Piston guys, that would be huge. If we got a shout out like from some of them or something like that, that would be huge. I'll try. I'm gonna try, but I'm gonna airdrop a bunch of people, and if we can get the word out, even on YouTube, like, hey, I airdropped all of the Piston holders. You know, they've got lots, because they work on rewards. Like if you refer somebody, referral rewards. So if you refer somebody, then you get money or whatever for their tokens, and so you get tons of YouTubers making tons of videos about them. And that's what I was doing. If you see in my old videos, you see my diamond team. That's the Piston guys, and they're my buddies. I've been with Piston since like day number 8 or something like that, since my diamond team won day number 8. So we've been buddies for a long time. But but if I can get in on those videos and just be like, Piston holders, you got dropped Sifu Inu, da 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 da, right? If I can like get, you know, and ask them to tell them not to, that would help. I think that would help, because Piston did like a couple $1 million pre-sale or something like that. They did really good. I mean, these are guys that when I first started had 20 BNB in their contract for my diamond team. It was like nothing, maybe like 75 BNB. They had like nothing, right? They started from nothing. And so, you know, and that's where you have to start. And we're still growing. You know, they beat me. They've been around a little bit longer, but you know, we just keep moving. As long as you keep, like, they had an exploit too. They had a big exploit, and they had to shut down my diamond team 1. So they had to make a my diamond team 2. And so, I mean, with us, we didn't have to shut down Sifu. Thank God. Thank God the Sifu contract is sort of bulletproof. So we've tested that. We know that that's good. Staking contract, that's the problem with dApps. Anything you put out there and that it's out there and it's external to the contract, it's a patch or it's an add-on or something like that, those you open yourself to more vulnerability. And that's why my diamond team had a problem too, because that was their dApp and they got attacked. It wasn't a smart contract with their token. So anyway, it was just a dApp that they built. So that's why they had that. But dApps are very vulnerable. And so that's why I'm having a third party look at them. But yeah, I'm trying to do something to get the word out, and that's actually a really good idea. Leonel, you guys come up with the best ideas, and it just furthers my thing. But I love the airdropping them, and then just getting to people know that they have their airdrops. Okay, great. If you have a Trust Wallet, you're going to see it in there, and you're going to wonder what it is. So you're going to see BSJ pop up, and you're going to see Sifu pop up, right? But if you and since I know the Piston guys, I think that's a really, really good one to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to airdrop all the Piston people. Sorry, I'm like thinking about it on live in real time. And I think those guys will support me. I'll tell him. I'll DM Tony. I'll DM the guys and I'll tell them beforehand. I'm going to airdrop all of your holders some of my token. So maybe they'll support us.
That's cool. Did you see what I sent you a few days ago about other token that is similar to what BSJ?
No.
They did 11,200 BNB in
No.
pre-sale.
No. What are they called? Was that the one, the Web3 one? Are they called Web3? I found those guys.
No, it's Lucky Block, I think. Let me see here. Give me a moment.
Lucky? Yeah. I'm trying to even find your DM right now.
I can send you again. Give me a moment.
Okay, yeah, sure. Oh, here. Oh, I see it. Lucky Block Officials, Crypto Games. I see it.
Yes. Can you see the print screen that I take it? One day they have $10 million movement in one day.
Really?
Yes, I interpret like that way. I think I'm correct. But you see the
Wow.
picture.
Yes. No, I'm looking at them now. Oh my gosh, they are huge. Perform with play to earn rewards, though. They've got a game or something.
Yes, it's a little bit confused, but they are similar like us. But they give how can I say? They have a lot of people buying because they believe in the project, and these projects give more to people. So I think it will be bigger.
Oh, really? Okay. Let's do it. Luckyblock.com. Let's check these guys out. I think we have huge potential. It's just we gotta. Oh, shoot. I spelled it wrong. Ah. I took drama instead of typing in high school. I'm the worst typist. Okay, let's see. There we go. Oh, okay. So play the jackpot now. Platinum Rollers NFT. Buy block on PancakeSwap. Daily jackpot draws and competition where everyone's a winner. Well, that is true. Everyone is a winner with the jackpot, but it's not a daily jackpot. A worldwide games and competitions platform with play to earn rewards using blockchain protocols. I mean, I talked to Leckman about doing a play to earn. Okay, jackpot and NFT draw. But they don't even have anything in here. It's zero. What are they doing it right this second? You know what I'm saying? I think we're better.
Yes, I think it too. That's why I send this to you so that you can see the concurrência in English. I don't know how to say it. Sorry.
Okay.
Competition about crypto.
The competition? No. Game platform for the people. No transaction fees. Well, how are you giving away stuff if there's no transaction fees? Without blockchain fluctuations, what does that mean? Sounds like some BS to me. Instant payouts. Okay, well, we're going to have this too. Token holders receive rewards from every jackpot. Okay, oh, that is similar. Except it's not going to be token holders. Token holders will receive rewards from every buy and sell, but only the people that participated in the jackpot are going to receive rewards from every jackpot. Yeah,
Yes, they are similar, but not like us. We are better.
we
But they
are.
have 48,000 members in the Telegram group. So we
Oh,
can go bigger.
wow. How did they get this? I like their website. It's kind of, I don't know. Maybe it's not that great. It's kind of lame. It's,
Yeah, to me, it's confused too.
yeah, it needs to be like simpler. Play jackpot, buy platinum rollers NFT. So they have NFTs. Let's look at their NFTs. This is fun. Sorry if you guys have anything else you're doing today. I know we lost a lot of people, but oh well. This is good. Product research. How long have they been around?
Actually, I don't know.
Okay, let's see. 10,000 Lucky Block NFTs. Oh, they just have an NFT. Do their NFTs reward? Okay, their NFTs are very similar, like with ours, except ours had different rarities. 3 BNB for their NFTs? What? Oh, is this just somebody trying to sell it for that much?
Yes, I think go 0.5 billion if
Oh my god, look at this one.
they have 56,000 holders.
Wow. They must have been around for a while. That's the only reason I can think of. That's the cheapest. Wow. I wonder if the NFT rewards. Why would it? The number one crypto games platform where everyone's a winner, a worldwide game and competitive platform where players using blockchain protocols. Well, I'll look more at it. It's interesting, I guess. I don't understand why these NFTs, they all look the same to me. I don't understand why they're worth that much unless they were put out a long time ago. Oops. Interesting. Yeah, it seems like they're very similar to us, except we're better because we reward in baby Sifu. Oh, and another thing, you guys, that I didn't tell you that I haven't announced to everybody yet. But wait, let me see. How do I get on this? There we go. Stop sharing. Is that if the price of Sifu like goes to the roof and we're like happy with it and we or people are selling it or whatever for a multitude of reasons, if we ever decide that we want to reward in a different token, we can reward in cake, wrapped Bitcoin, any BEP20 token we could reward in instead of Sifu. So like today, everybody is gonna earn Bitcoin. Like I could change it for a day or something. You know what? I could change it for 20 or a week. This week everyone's earning cake. Let them eat cake instead of Sifu, right? So that to me is really interesting. Oh, we lost Leono. Hi, Paul. I don't know where Leona went, but anyway, I guess maybe he dropped off. But all right, so you missed a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna post the this recording. I'm gonna post this one, and I tried to go through all
I
the
have some bullet
information. What?
and I have some bullet points also. So important points will be in the pinned. You can check, guys.
The what?
I have some bullet point noted, so I will post it also.
Oh, perfect. The bullet points. Yes, awesome. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. All right. So,
1 a.m. here.
thank you. Yeah, so we kind of just went over everything where we're at in the timeline and sort of what's going on with the opt-out situation. Everybody's going to get rewarded 50% more on BSJ if you had outstanding stakes, but 90% of all the people were airdropped already their tokens, and so more than probably 90% at the time that the stakes that were due. But but if you want to opt out, you will have to opt out before Friday, 3 days from the time that was posted yesterday. So within the next 2 days, you'll have to opt out. So far, I haven't had anyone opt out because everyone wants more money. So it's a better deal if you stay opted in. I just went for the more beneficial thing, so people would be happier rather than pissed off. If you want to, you can always dump your Sifu, your BSJ at launch if you want, and buy your Sifu back if you want to. You'll be able to buy more Sifu unless the price of Sifu goes up. People have been buying Sifu, you guys. I don't know if you've seen it, but the transactions have been going up. And so I think people are like realizing like, hey, this is actually going to work. And I better pick up some Sifu now because I'm trading in my Sifu for my BSJ. I'm not going to have any Sifu. And if the price of Sifu goes up, like she's, planned for it to go, no guarantees, but if this all works out like how it's designed to, the price of Sifu could really like go up, and so I better pick some up now. And I've seen like I don't know how many 4, 5, 6 buys, considerable buys too. Like that big green candle yesterday was like almost 2.5 BNB or something like that. So that was a nice little pickup. And then I seen a couple $100 ones and some smaller ones, $50 ones. I saw a littler one today, but I think everybody's just realizing that I'm trading in my BSJ, so I'm going to pick up some Sifu. So the price of Sifu could go up before as well. And I think people are seeing the success that's possible. Like, I mean, that was really cool to see what Leonel just showed us, that other token that shall not be named. But yeah, I mean, we're totally better than that. I mean, we don't have a play to earn game yet, but totally in the works. And I think it would be fun to have a play to earn game to go along with our gaming competition, because why not, right? And I mean, I know the hot games. I have a 10-year-old gaming son. So I just watched like 4 hours of the Subway Surfers cartoon. Do you guys, you A-Team, you play Subway Surfers? Anyway, I just watched the Subway Surfers cartoon. I watched hacks and tricks, 6 tricks on Subway Surfers. Like I know what the popular video games are, and so we will do a cool video game that'll be fun to play. As tested by a real gaming you guys, the A-Team, you guys are real gamers, and then my son's a real gamer too. So I will have all of you guys test it for coolness and funness, because it won't be a good play to earn if it's boring and it's not fun. So but yeah, I mean, that's really the only thing that sets us apart from them, and the fact that we're earning baby. I mean, that we're a baby token that can earn any other token, like. So they're rewarding all the jackpot, everybody from every jackpot, which is great. I don't know how they fund their jackpots if they have no taxes. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. But unless they're selling their token, which probably they're selling their token every single day, because that's the only thing that can happen. I mean, that's the only way they make money, unless they have some sort of utility, which they didn't. So maybe it's the play. I don't know. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. So to me, they're dumping their token and they're rewarding everybody back with it, which is like it's like, you don't want that. You don't want to mutilate your token. That affects the price. But they have a lot of people, so it's got to be something. But yeah, we have a baby token, so you're automatically getting rewards just for holding it. You don't even have to stake it. You don't have to do anything. You're going to get extra rewards for staking, and they didn't even have staking. And you're going to get extra rewards for just being a member of the jackpot, for participating in the jackpot. Then you're going to get rewarded for that. So that encourages you to be in the jackpot. So you'll get those rewards back too. So I don't know. To me, I've built a really, really, really great token, and I've worked so hard on it, and it's just going to help everything. The NFTs are going to help the seafood. I mean, it's just everything's gonna help everything, and it's just so great, and I'm so like stoked about it. But yeah, so I guess we lost Paul. But all right, I think that's gonna do it for me today. Do you guys have any final questions before I wrap it up and stop the recording?
Yeah, ma'am. We can wrap it up. It's 1 a.m. here. My mom is saying, let's go for sleep now.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes, go to sleep. All right. Thanks, everybody. And let me know if you have any more questions below, and check the bullet points if there's something I didn't cover. Or if you just want the whatever, you won't be watching this. And if you skip to the end, check the bullet points. All right, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.